Hey everybody, Mitchell here. Today's video, I'm going to talk about breaking the cycle and how I'm doing it. Um, my family or my household dynamic, whatever you want to call it, because I don't really feel like I have a family, but anyway, I grew up in a lot of trauma and abuse. Um, there was alcoholism and all sorts of toxic things in my family line. So, growing up, I've had a lot of issues of my own that I've had to deal with. I had anger issues, I dealt with self harm, um, just a lot of self destruction due to what I've been dealing with in life. Um, for a long time, I didn't know what to do or how to handle things. I didn't start going to therapy until later in life. Um, so, what I would do is one day I just looked at myself and I didn't like who I saw in so many ways, but mostly inwardly as a person. I didn't like the type of person that I was. So, I decided that I needed to find a way to work on all of this and to change. Um, I didn't like how I was emotionally closed off to everybody. I didn't like how I was angry all the time. I didn't like how I was constantly trying to destroy myself. Um, those are all very toxic things to me, for me anyway. So this started in, I remember the night. This started in, I think, the 90s. I sat down in front of my stereo and I thought, how can I change? And I tried to find the most emotion inducing song that I could find. Um, and I put it on and I left it on repeat. And I just let myself kind of zone out and try to feel it. And I sat there until I started to feel something, anything. Um, the other things, like the alcoholism, I was headed down that path. And I had to look at myself and the way I've been impacted by it and look at myself and say, is that what I really want? I have a very um, for myself, a very military disciplined mindset. So that's how I've overcome the urge for alcohol and how I've overcome self harm, which is still my biggest challenge. But I haven't had the urges in years now. Um, I don't drink anymore. I don't have the urge to drink anymore. Um, My anger issues have pretty much, they're so controlled now that nobody even believes that I was an angry person or a shy person, because I've worked on that too. I used to have crippling shyness, and I had to dig my way out of that. Um, I did that by getting an internet DJ job, because you have to talk. You can't just sit there and be quiet. You have to talk to people and interact and work and multitask. And that was the way that I dug out of my shyness. Um, these are some ways that I improved myself without therapy, before I had therapy help. Um, a few years ago, I saw a behavioral specialist, and she was extremely helpful, and she taught me about affirmations, which I didn't understand at the time, and I kind of still don't understand. But to me now, it's sort of like putting yourself in a higher frequency. Negative thoughts and negative emotions are very low frequency. So if you say something positive, it doesn't matter if it's true or not, apparently, to the human brain. It just puts you in a higher frequency. And your moods and things start to improve the more you stay in the higher vibration frequency. My beliefs are pretty universal. I do believe in God and a higher power, but I also believe in the universe and our own personal power and our own strength and our ability to manifest what we want and what we need in the world. Those are some bits and pieces of challenges and cycles that I've worked really hard to break, and I'm proud of myself for that. Right now, I'm learning to trust myself again, trust my intuition again, um, trust my strengths and my personal power again, and just believe in who I am as a person. Believing that I'm a good person and not a terrible person. Um, I know down in my core that I'm a good person. I've worked hard to be one. And I've had friends who have blessed me with kindness and tell me that I'm a light in this world. So I try to remind myself of that every day. And you all are lights in this world also. I appreciate having each and every one of you here. And please, if you have any topic suggestions or any thoughts on this topic, things that you've overcome, things that you're trying to overcome, drop me a message. I would love to hear about those things and celebrate you. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.